So let me get this straight. A group of teenage girls, led by Abigail Williams, performed witchcraft in the woods. After her cousin Betty fell into a coma, Betty's father, Reverend Paris, called a reverend named Hale, who diagnosed her with witchcraft? I don't think diagnosed is the right word. So then the girls accused a bunch of townspeople of witchcraft, including Elizabeth Proctor, wife of John Proctor, a farmer with whom Abigail had an affair? Yes, exactly. And when John defended his wife, he ended up getting accused of witchcraft, and then he was arrested? Yes. So I've just offered you a brief summary of events thus far to place the viewer in the plot sequence? What? What viewer? Oh, so then what happened? I'm glad you asked. Hey, Ezekiel. Is that Dutch? What do you want? Oh, Reverend Paris is here. I'm a little concerned. He's crying and smells like cows. There be so many cows wandering the high roads, now their masters are in jail. I know Mr. Paris be arguing with farmers all yesterday. There is great contention, sir, about the cows. Contention make him weep, sir. It were always a man that weep for contention. What be your business, Reverend? Reverend Hale is coming back. He wants to prove the court wrong. Ha! The court is the government, and the government is never wrong. Is that why you're crying, Paris? No, there is news, sir, that the court must reckon with. My niece, sir, my niece. I believe she has vanished. Vanished? You mean like a magic trick, or... This be the third night. You see, sir, she told me she would stay a night with Mercy Lewis, and the next day, when she does not return, I sent to Mr. Lewis to inquire. Mercy told him she would sleep in my house for a night. I will send a party for them. Where may they be? Excellency, I think they be aboard a ship. My daughter tells me how she heard them speaking of ships last week, and tonight I discover my strong box is broken into. Money? A boat? Seems like she's already got the party taken care of. Accept my congratulations, Reverend Hale. We are gladdened to see you return to your good work. You must pardon them. They will not budge. You misunderstand, sir. I cannot pardon these when 12 are already hanged for the same crime. It is not just. Rebecca will not confess? The sun will rise in a few minutes. Excellency, I must have more time. Now hear me, and beguile yourselves no more. I will not receive a single plea for pardon or postponement. Them that will not confess will hang. 12 are already executed, the names of these 7 are given out, and the village expects to see them die this morning. Postponement now speaks of floundering on my part. Reprieve or pardon must cast doubt upon the guilt of them that died till now. While I speak God's law, I will not crack its voice with whimpering. If retaliation is your fear, know this. I should hang 10,000 that dared to rise against the law, and an ocean of salt tears could not melt the resolution of the statutes. Now draw yourselves up like men and help me, as you are bound by heaven to do. Have you spoken with them all, Mr. Hale? All but Proctor. He's in the dungeon. What's Proctor's way now? He sits in the dungeon like some great bird. You'd not know he lived, except he will take food from time to time. Food, Mr. Proctor. Goody Proctor, I've come to prove your husband's innocence. No, there will be no proving of innocence. Your husband is being hanged, madam. You can say goodbye, I guess. But he's being hanged. You must tell your husband to lie. I couldn't do that. You must. He can save himself from being hanged if he just lies and confesses to witchcraft. It could save your husband's life. John is an honest man.
Didn't he cheat on you with a 16-year-old?
John is a man, and he will make his own decision. If I may butt in, and I think I will, I think you're missing the point of confessing. It is to prove your soul was weak, and that it was taken by the devil. Lying to trick the government into letting you live will not be permitted. Sir, I'll have you know I graduated from Harvard Law. There are like 100 people in America, Danforth. It's not that hard to get in. John, I've missed you.
Goody Proctor. Goody, hail.
I'm not a woman.
I know, I was just excited to see you.
John, if you confess to witchcraft, you'll be free and you can live. You won't end up dead, like Giles.
Giles?
Giles is dead.
When were he hanged?
He were not hanged. He would not answer aye or nay to his indictment, for if he denied the charge, they'd hang him surely, and auction out his property. So he stand mute, and died Christian under the law. And so his sons will have his farm. It is the law, for he cannot be condemned a wizard without he answer the indictment, aye or nay.
Then how does he die?
They press him, John.
Press?
Mr. Corey, did you or did you not witness witchcraft?
I don't know. Did I?
This is not a game, old fool.
I don't know. Is it?
That's it. Plan B. Just give me an answer, Mr. Corey. I give you but 2 words, or else you die.
More weight.
I've been thinking I would confess to them, Elizabeth. What say you, if I give them that? I cannot judge you, John. What would you have me do? As you will, I would have it. I want you living, John. That's sure.
It is a pretense, Elizabeth.
What is?
I cannot mount the gibbet like a saint. It is a fraud. I am not that man. My honesty is broke, Elizabeth. I am no good man. Nothing spoiled by giving them this lie that were not rotten long before.
And yet you've not confessed till now. That speak goodness in you.
Spite only keeps me silent. It is hard to give a lie to dogs. Hathorn, I want my life. You'll confess yourself? I will have my life. God be praised! It is a providence! He will confess! Proctor will confess! Why do you cry it? It is evil, is it not? It is evil.
I cannot judge you, John. I cannot!
Then who will judge me? God in heaven, what is John Proctor? What is John Proctor? I think it is honest. I think so. I am no saint. Let Rebecca go like a saint. For me it is fraud.
You will sign your name, or it is no confession, mister.
Praise be the Lord!
If you please, sir.
No.
Mr. Proctor, I must have...
No, I have signed it. You have seen me. It is done. You have no need for this.
Explain to me, Mr. Proctor, why you will not let...
Because it is my name. Because I cannot have another in my life. Because I lie and sign myself to lies. Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them to hang. How may I live without my name? I've given you my soul. Leave me my name. Marshal! Proctor! Proctor!
Man, you will hang! You cannot!
I can. And there's your first marvel. That I can. You have made your magic now. For now I do think I see some shred of goodness in John Proctor. Not enough to weave a banner with, but wide enough to keep it from such dogs.
So he was hanged.
That's right.
What a dumb choice. He could have gotten out of that so easily, had he just confessed. Lying is perfectly fine when it's for a good reason.
They were going to display his name all over town. Even if he got his life, He would live it with him and everybody else knowing that he was a liar.
I guess you're right. To tell the truth, even with consequences, shows the strength of your character. Is life really worth living without strength of character?
Hey, you guys talking about the Crucible? That play is communist propaganda, and if I hear you talking about it, I'm reporting you to the feds.
No, not us, sir. No Crucible talk over here.
That's what I thought.
Phew. Thanks for getting us out of that one.